This is a brand new church that has just been renovated and brightened up.
How old is this building?
The construction of this church started in 1994 and was completed in 1995. Now the area is 2,400 square meters. The first to third floor is the nave, and the fourth to sixth is the office area.
Shall we go inside?
Sure, welcome. This floor is meant for small gatherings. In the past, small gatherings would be held here. Sunday worship usually takes place in the main nave on the third floor. On Sunday, churchgoers will worship together here. There used to be 2 worship sessions on Sundays. The first session usually has a congregation of about 1,500 or 2,000 people, and the second has about 1,000 people. There were originally 20 churches in Urumqi. This one is the oldest and largest in the area, so we have a big congregation. The second floor is the main venue for usual gatherings.
You also celebrate some very important Christian holidays, right? Such as Easter or Christmas. Do you also have relevant activities to mark these days?
Yes, that's a good point you make. There's a lot of focus on religious holidays in Christianity. Directly in the front is where our choir sits, and on either side of that is the pastor and service leader.
So, in this city where there are multiple ethnicities and multiple religions, very diverse culture, you as a group following Christianity, are there any special features towards your existence here? What do you think differentiates the Christ churches in inland with this one that we are standing in?
Yes, it's the same in terms of religious policies. But given the reality on the ground in Xinjiang that is a multi-ethnic and multi-religious region, we need to pay attention to the mutual respect between the different religions and learn to live in harmony with others. In fact, we often have some interaction with Islam, Buddhism, and Taoism. For example, during the holiday seasons, we send them some greetings. In addition, we also care about other religions. If they face any difficulties, then we're ready to help. Many years ago, a fire broke out in a mosque here. After we found out about it, we went to help them. Sometimes the clergies of various religions and religious people would visit each other. For example, they would visit us here, and we would visit them as well. This is how different religions build peace and mutual respect. Another issue is ethnicity. Since we're in a multi-ethnic area, we also promote solidarity and mutual respect among ethnic groups. We've been seeking such solidarity by trying different approaches. For example, we used to have a medical team in our church, and we would sometimes go to communities of ethnic minorities and provide free medical consultation. In fact, this is a way of finding out how Christianity itself can adapt to a socialist country. We can also enhance the interactions between ethnic groups. This may be something we need to take into account more often than churches in other areas of China, and we need to make efforts in that regard. Our church has also gone through different stages of development since its establishment in 1945. During the decade from 1949 to 1959, the church stopped functioning completely. After the reform and opening up in the 1980s, a government policy was rolled out that the whole compound should be returned to us. So in 1995, we rebuilt this church, which holds a very important position in Xinjiang because it has a long history, and the development of Christianity throughout Xinjiang can attribute this origin to this church. Since there's no branches like China Christian Council or the National Committee of the Three Self-Patriotic Movement of the Protestant Churches in China, it's still hard for us to collect the data. Many years ago, there were 145 Christian churches all over Xinjiang, but now I think there are more. That number was only valid many years ago. I don't know the exact number now, but in Urumqi, we have 20 churches.
So the West has been criticizing China in terms of so-called religious freedom. They believe that there is no religious freedom in China, or even there is no belief in China. How do you look at this from your perspective?
I think they're unaware of the actual situation we have here. If you come to the area and connect with our various religions, you will find what you learn in the West is not what's going on here. In fact, this church falls under the administration of Tianshan district, and here we have Protestantism, Catholicism, Orthodoxy, and Islam. Along with Buddhism and Taoism, they constitute the 6 religions in Urumqi. Generally, China has 5 major religions, while in Urumqi we have 6. There's a lot of interaction between religions. In fact, we often meet each other. So it's normal for us to have Muslim friends, right? Different religious communities, be it the Buddhist community or the Taoist community, all get along like friends under the premise of mutual respect, a common goal, and each running their own religious affairs in order for the society to see the religious community as a force for good.
With that, we come to the end of this edition of The Point with me, Liu Xin. As always, you can follow me on Facebook and Twitter using the handle Liu Xin in Beijing. Thanks for watching. You've got the